Hey, what is up guys, the only monster here with another replay. This replay was sent in by the boys of Exodia, so thank you guys for sending this replay in and letting me cast it. So yeah, let's take a look at this draft, shall we? Looks like support is gonna be this Dazzle and Snapfire. Snapfire already having the Blightstone, I like it. I remember when Little Shredder Blightstone used to be the meta, like you completely ignore the Scatter Blast. Just go for the Little Shredder and the Cookie, but you know, it's kind of fallen off now. Looks like for the core positions, it's gonna be the Shadow Fiend, Slardar, and Wraith King. Off lane, Slardar, probably the mid Shadow Fiend, although he's chilling over by the side of the safe lane, and this Wraith King is chilling over by mid. So I'm actually a little bit confused. I have like, you know, Shadow Fiend mid, I mean Shadow Fiend mid, Shadow Fiend safe lane has like been a thing, you know, ever since RTC started playing with it. You know, everybody started doing the same thing, and yeah, like it's pretty good. I'm not sure how well this Wraithking is actually gonna do against the Void Spirit mid, but we'll see. Let's have a look at the draft from the boys of Exodia. Looks like Pex will be on the Earthshaker here, Bravius on the Bane. New safe laner that Exodia are trying out, this Naga Siren, Lubo on the Naga Siren. Quite curious to see how well he's gonna do, and Kruik on the Axe here.
The battle begins.
It's like the Radiant. Thinking about contesting this River Rune, but not quite gonna happen. So yeah, having the numbers there. Quite curious actually about this Naga Siren, like not the player itself, but the hero itself. It's very curious. I actually haven't seen it quite a bit recently. You know, it used to be meta some time ago, but feels like a very long time ago when I used to be in meta. So very curious to see how the hero's gonna do this game. And yeah, Base King mid and safely Shadow Fiend. All right, cool. I mean, not like the Shadow Fiend safe lane, definitely not unconventional, but breaking mid definitely a little bit unconventional. So I'm quite curious to see how he's gonna do against the Void Spirit in the mid. Nice little Fisher block there. I think there's a little cap in between the trees there. Yeah, this Dazzle will be able to wiggle his way on out. A little bit unfortunate. Good effort there by Pex. Would have been a nice little first blood there if they managed to get the block off there. Resonant Pulse gonna secure the range creep there. Nicely done there. Ooh, Ether Remnant a little bit off the mark there. Not quite catching on to the Wraith King. Nice little deny there. Lulu, not doing too well in the last hit so far. Good. That's a big way pushing into the Shadow Fiend. Remember Berserker's Call. Oh, Battle Hunger, Berserker's Call's a Q. Oh, taking those tower shots. Let's be a little bit careful about taking those tower shots. Poison Touch. And again, with the tower shots and the minus armor, doing a whole lot of damage onto Kruik. Forced to use a Fisher there on Pex to just keep the Dazzle away from him. I think Kruik does have a sauce, so should be good as new. Gonna use it. A bit unfortunate, does need to be careful about taking those tower shots there. With the minus armor from the Dazzle, it definitely does hurt a lot more than it needs to. Ray Fire Blast to try to secure the range creep there. It didn't quite work out there. Good attempt. Ooh, I didn't actually quite catch the sentry ward, so nice little sentry ward there by the Dazzle, blocking the hard camp, making sure this Earthshaker doesn't actually pull the hard camp. So nicely done there by the Dazzle, good prep work there. Battle Hunger. Just need to be careful here on Kruik. This minus armor from the Dazzle, you know, with the Blightstone, and also this presence of the Dark Lord and the Necromancery damage, like it really does hurt. Like he's actually at -1 armor when he has a Blightstone and the presence of the Dark Lord. And dude, look at that. Is that gonna be first blood? It is. The last right click, able to fly on now. That Fisher just coming in a little bit too late. Wasn't quite able to hold that Shadow Fiend back, and that's gonna be first blood there. A little bit unfortunate there. Over at top. Sleep. Has a brain sap ready. It's gonna back away. Oh. Oh, I almost caught it, but not quite. Hex stepping up. Does need to be careful. Yeah, steps up, gets a poison touch onto himself, and the poison will be enough to finish off the kill there. Now Kruik in a little bit of trouble, maybe thinking about going in to try to help out his buddy, but now finds himself in trouble. Whew. Down to 13 HP, almost ends up going down. Does need to be careful with the Dazzle. Might try to snipe him with the poison touch, but looks like Kruik will be a-okay. It'll be nice if Pax actually brought some regen for Kruik, but it's like that won't be the case. Over at top, we do have a kill. Nightmare onto the Snapfire with the right clicks, trying to do damage with the little shredder, but the brain sap and one more right click. Ah, does get the bash there on the Slardar, but the right click was already flying out. Wraith King is kind of low here. Maybe you could think about making a move onto this Wraith King. He does have a big wand. I mean, not massive, but you know, 11 1 charges. Definitely a reasonable amount of regen right there. Dude, just look how much damage the Shadow Fiend does already with the 2 Wraith Bands. 2 points into the presence of the Dark Lord. This Wraith King has actually not been doing too bad. Like nice little ward, considering, you know, I was expecting this Wraith King to, you know, not do so well, but he's been doing pretty well so far. Like bounces in between the small camp. Oh, Astral Step, Fisher Block, another Astral Step. Wraith King is to level 6. Oh, Ether Remnant off the mark, and there goes the 1. Enchant Totem a little bit off the mark, and the Wraith Fire Blast underneath the tower. Gonna be able to secure the kill onto the Wraith King there. A little bit unfortunate. Also, probably would not have gotten the kill onto the Wraith King. He did have those 1 charges, even if he didn't have the mana. And he was a level 6, so at the very least he would have gotten the reincarnation. Unfortunately, the gank doesn't quite end up working out, and over at top, Nightmare onto the Snapfire. Bash. Crush is ready. Doesn't even need it. Just gonna bash him away. Crush. Hold this Naga Siren back into place. Naga trying to catch up to the Snapfire. One more right click should do it. Has a Scatter Fire. Not quite able to do it, and now Lubu might be dead. I think he's dead. Cookie? Nice! Cookie onto the creep there. And then the crush. One more right click. Ah, the little shredder will secure the kill there. Wow. That was, yeah, that was tight. Really nicely done there by the Snapfire. Actually cooking onto the creep and not actually the Slardar. It's, you know, it's very easy to get baited to just try to cookie the hero. Oh my god. Correct. So be careful. But yeah, it's very easy to, you know, just try to cookie the hero, but actually cooking the creep instead was the thing that actually made it. Kruik wanted to go into the Shadow Fiend. Just need to be careful. This Shadow Fiend packs quite a punch, and once that Berserker's Call does end, that bonus armor, it's not there. Shadow Fiend really does hurt. Very unfortunate. Good effort. Unfortunately, not like Shadow Fiend level 6, and you know, Kruik with the level 4 and Pex with the level 3. You know, not able to provide too much damage there. Now Intronaut making a rotation. Axe TPing on over. Nice little Fisher. Ether Remnant is gonna connect on through this time. There we go. Berserker's Call with the Battle Hunger. You're gonna be able to bring down the Shadow Fiend, and very much needed kill. Shadow Fiend was getting away with quite a bit. Over at top, Lulu trying to go for the body blocks onto the Slaughter, but looks like the crush will be enough for the Slaughter to make it away. Wraith King pushing this mid tower with all those skeletons. Looks like they wanna go for round 2. Intronaut doesn't have a whole lot of mana. Enchant Totem doesn't have mana for the Fisher. Ether Remnant does connect on through this time around. Unfortunately, Intronaut didn't quite have the mana to actually make that move onto the Wraith King. If he actually had a little bit more mana, probably would have gotten the reincarnation there, right there. Nice little deny. Nice little stack there from Kruik. Should be able to farm that. Dude, the Shadow Fiend actually clears way so fast. Like, he doesn't even have points into the Shadow Race as he should be. But just with, with the pure right clicks, he actually just deals so much damage. Dude, look at that. That's actually insane. How much minus armor is it now? Yeah, 6 armor. It's a lot. Oh, over by the mid. They get the Grave onto the Wraith King. Nice, they get the Reincarnation. But I think that's gonna be it. At the very least, they do put the Reincarnation on cooldown, and level 1, 190 seconds, that's quite a long cooldown, so that's quite a big window of opportunity where you can try to go back in and try to kill this Wraith King now. Let's see, Quick is the level 6 now, so maybe you could think about making a go onto the Shadow Fiend, but I will definitely take a rotation from intro now to try to do that. Definitely don't think Kruik and Pex can do it all by themselves. Let's see, I should probably switch to net worth before I forget. Let's see. Lulu making progress towards the Fusel Blade here. That's enough for a bit of alacrity. Kruik gets the Berserker's Call off. Ether Remnant. That's a Requiem. Forced to Astral Step away. Fortunately, that gang not quite working out. Kruik just needs a little bit more health, a little bit more armor to actually try to tank the Shadow Fiend. This Shadow Fiend actually deals way too much damage. Now some Morbid Mask. Looks like he's gonna go for the Mask of Madness and then work his way towards the the Dragon Lance. Down the bottom, Kruik needs to be careful. Berserker's Call to try to get that bonus armor and try to make it away. It does have the Vanguard now. Should be a little bit tankier and have that nice bit of extra regen. It would be nice if he bought some boots. Right now he's moving at 310 movement speed. Not really what you want to be seeing. Intronut TPing on over. Dazzle is in the vicinity though, so it's a little bit hard. And yeah, have to try to focus out this Dazzle. Another Astral Step. Berserker's Call off the mark there. Not quite gonna land onto anything. It's Sapphire is in the vicinity. I definitely think the voice of Exodia needs to start backing away, Bravius. Gonna get the grip onto the Shadow Fiend. Cookie is gonna cancel that up. Astral. Simulate. Trying to focus down the Shadow Fiend. Fortunately, I'm quite able to find it. Bravius and Kruik will end up going down. Actually, might have been able to find the kill onto the Shadow Fiend since this Dazzle didn't actually quite have the mana for the Grave. A hard kill nonetheless.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See, Quick has his boots now, so it should be a little bit speedier now. Shadow Fiend just solo taking this tower. Already to level 10. I actually want to see what levels there are in the game. And dude, this Shadow Fiend way higher level than the Wraith King. Intronut. Trying to go for this mid tower, apply some pressure. It's a little bit sketchy doing it by himself, but so far doing a good job.
Agents of the void.
Bex trying to scout things out here.
Top tower is under attack.
Slara does have the blink now. Blink, crush. Gonna immediately use the mirror image to purge that corrosive haze away. I'm just gonna sprint away here on the Slaughter. Dude, once this Slaughter starts connecting with the Shadow Fiend, or the Shadow Fiend starts connecting with the Slaughter, and they start getting like this massive minus armor going on, it's gonna be a little bit scary. Bane TPing over top, Nightmare onto the Slaughter. Mirror image, no points into the snare just yet. The grip is there, and that's gonna be enough to secure the kill onto the Slaughter. So nicely done there by Bravius. unfortunate. Getting that Ray Fire Blast. I use the Assimilate. Right that distance. Pex just need to be a little bit careful. Poison Touch. Ray Fire Blast don't cooldown for another 5 seconds. Ether Remnant a little bit off the mark there. Astro step forward. Cookie. Echo Slam. Fortunately not gonna land on the kill. Gonna use the Astro step to try to run away. The rest of the Radiant, they wanna chase this. Not sure if they're gonna be able to find it though. Not really. Don't really have the greatest heroes to catch people. I mean, they do have the Slardar, but Slardar not there in the fight, so. Oh, interesting. The fact that the Slardar actually decides to TP on bottom. And the Shadow Fiend is over the top. I definitely think if these two heroes go together, they can do a lot of damage here. Wraith King. In the triangle. Snapfire might get caught out here, but I think with the Scatter Blast, might be able to make it away. That long range Fissure and Berserker's Call on the mark there. Fortunately, not a lot of damage. Astro step forward. Ether Remnant does connect on through onto the Dazzle. The Cookie try to kill that space, but the Simulate will secure the kill there. All the meanwhile, the Shadow Fiend just right clicking away. Wait, Fire Blast onto the axe. Gonna use the Berserker's Call. Cook. Man. The Mortimer's Kiss is dealing so much damage. Now Bane getting caught out. Pex gonna be the next to follow here. Almost got the Reincarnate there. Not quite. Man, those Mortimer's Kiss is doing so much work. Boys of Exodia don't really have a choice other than, you know, just keep running at him, you know, like, need to make some space for this Naga Siren. They have the greatest of laning phases. Does have the Diffusal Blade now, but still, you don't really feel comfortable fighting just yet. Even with the Manta, it's still a little bit iffy. They do have a nice illusion here against all this single target damage, so there is that one saving grace that if the game does go late enough and this Naga does get enough farm, I do believe she will be able to carry. It's just a matter of getting there. I'd definitely like to see the Boys of Exodia try to smoke up. Try to find this Shadow Fiend, very susceptible if he's by himself, which he has been doing for quite some time. If you can lock him down, chain stun him, and make sure he doesn't get that Requiem off. Definitely do a lot of damage here. Actually, I'm surprised he's putting a second point into the Requiem. I mean, sure, the movement slow is alright, but I definitely think you prefer to get more points into the attributes. We're kind of chilling. Gives me a chance to get some of these items here. See how's Crook doing on that Blink Dagger. 1200 gold. It's another 1000 gold. Shadow Fiend TPing over down bottom. He's queuing up the Shadow Blade next. So is the Slardar. They could try to catch out this axe. Blink, crush, ace, and with the Shadow Fiend right clicks, they managed to get the Berserker's Call off, so that armor definitely doing a good bit. Fissure, try to keep the Slaughter away. Battle Hunger, get that bonus movement speed and slow down the Slaughter. Looks like they will be able to make the retreat here. Kurik will survive. Get the Diffusal Blade and Snare. Ether Remnant, nice little Fissure, blocking off the rest of the enemy team. Shadow Fiend, trying to pump that Requiem. Thinks twice about it though. So nice little pick off there onto the Slaughter. The Boys of Exodia getting a little something. Even though it do take quite a few heroes, you still do get the kill onto the Slaughter, and it's a pretty big kill. Looks like the Boys of Exodia will be able to finally get this mid tower here. Surprised the Radiant are not trying to defend this a little bit harder. They're definitely pretty strong. Oh, sleep onto the Shadow Fiend.
is under
Shadow
attack.
Fiend is alone here, and yeah, the immediate responses. They don't want to let this Shadow Fiend die. Shadow Fiend does have the Shadow Blade now. It's not gonna be, you know, the combo is not gonna be like, I mean, it's still gonna be, you know, Shadow Blade and Requiem to get the Fear off, but most of the damage is not gonna come from Fear. It's gonna come from those right clicks. Oof, has a band brace as well. That's a dirty item.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Boys of Exodia smoking up, trying to find something. Well, Krug pushes the lane. Naga Illusion scouting things out. Don't see anything though. Lubu doing a good job, but, you know, trying to farm away. Does have the Manta now, working on the Scotty next. It's gonna be quite a nice item, especially against the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend with the Shadow Blade. Probably gonna get the Requiem ready. It's a Requiem. Oh, Intronut's gone. Now Crew gonna be next to follow, and the rest of Exodia needs to start backing away. Yeah. That was the reveal of the Shadow Blade. I don't think the voice of Exodia knew that the Shadow Fiend had a Shadow Blade there. Yeah, now they're Radiant. They're gonna start sieging this tier 2.
Dire's
Lubo
bottom
doing a
tower
good
is
job at
under
pushing out
attack.
these lanes with the solutions.
Dire's
Top is quite pushed out, and now gonna be pushing in the mid. Not much you can do to try to defend this, but looks like the voice of Exodia, they want to defend this. Echo Slam, Blink. Blink. Blink reveal from the axe, not able to get the Berserker's Call. Is able to get it now. They get the kill onto the Slaughter. Oh, nice. Song of the Siren. Gonna be able to reset and bail him out. Intronaut thinking about going back in. Does need to be a little bit careful. Snapfire getting melted away by the illusions. Ray Fire Blast does connect him through onto the Voice Spirit, and the Shadow Fiend just right clicking away. Gonna get the kill onto the Voice Spirit. Very unfortunate.
Dire's
Excellent.
bottom tower is under attack.
Very unfortunate, but very clutch Song of the Siren right there by Lubu. Nice idea, bro. I mean, I mean, to be fair, it was a good idea. It definitely was. Could have turned it around. Fortunately, it wasn't quite there. But Lubu with a clutch song right there, bailing himself and Kulik out of trouble there, making sure they don't end up going down. Didn't think the boys of Exodia were gonna try to fight that, but that Blink Echo doing good work there. Shadow Fiend trying to hunt for more. Should know that there's a Sentry Ward here. Shadow Fiend getting nightmared up. Slaughter trying to chase for more. Bravius knows exactly what's going on. I love Bravius. He's just like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs of sentries, you know? You see the Shadow Fiend farming here. The rest of the boys are coming on over. Blink, call a little bit off the mark there. If they were able to find a Shadow Fiend there, that would have been a nice little catch. See, Wraith King working on the BKB now. Ascension Chaya completed here. Looks like gonna be going for the Yules next. Making good progress towards the Scotty. Already has one ultimate orb already. Can't get it, doesn't have it. Down the bottom. Nightmare onto the Dazzle. Bravius. Gonna end up going down. Kruig might be the next to follow. Crush is ready. And the bash as well. And yeah, Kruig just gonna blink away. Nice. Slaughter. I'm not sure if he didn't want to or just wasn't able to get the right click in.
Radiant's middle tower
As
is
a
under
result,
attack.
Kruig is able to make it away. Nice retreat there. Definitely could have been a lot more disastrous than it ended up being. It's like Intronaut wants to cut this wave here. Good idea. Just make sure you get out. Slaughter. Coming on over. Intronaut gonna hide over in the trees. Start TP out. Woo! -wee! Oh, close. That was a little bit close. But good job there by Intronaut, cutting the wave, making sure that if the Radiant did decide to push through the bottom, they're gonna be missing a creep wave there. Astral Step. Echo Slam with the Nightmare and the Call, the whole kitchen sink onto the Shadow Fiend and the Snapfire. They're gonna be able to bring them down. Slaughter are trying to come in for the fight, but a little bit too late. Poison Touch coming through into the Earthshake and try to slow him down. Putting that Blink on cooldown. Very pesky indeed, but now has the Blink Dagger ready. Double Blink, Call. The Calling Blade actually off the mark there, so it's gonna be on cooldown for another 60 seconds. Good jump from the boys of Exodia there. Getting a nice jump onto the Shadow Fiend with the grip as well. Dropping the whole kitchen sink and bringing down the Snapfire and the Shadow Fiend. That's a very big kill. Definitely can get a lot of map control out of this. Do we have any wards on Bravius? I mean, we always do. What am I even talking about? Of course we do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Already has wards coming out his way. Try to look to take this tier 1 here in the safe lane. Shadow Fiend actually taking off fighting this.
Structures are fortified.
Popping the Shadow Blade and trying to find something. Does need to be careful. Oh, he gets scanned out by the sentry ward here. Dazzle is in the vicinity though, so now they gotta save. The boys of Exodia want to fight this. They look kind of half in, half out. Some members want to fight, some members want to bail. It looks like they decided to bail. They don't want to push their luck. They already got a nice pick off onto the Shadow Fiend. Best not to push our luck. It's a nice little ward there by the Radiant on the enemy triangle. Let's see, Bravius. Let's put the sentry ward down. Right now the Radiant have a pretty good idea of what's going on here. Oh, unfortunate. That sentry just outside. I'm surprised the Radiant, they don't like, they're not grouping up as much. Like they're playing the map, like just, you know, they're playing the map very well. They're just not grouping up and trying to take these objectives or these fights. They have some really great vision into the enemy triangle. They're just not utilizing it very well, other than just, you know, like using it to farm. So we are gonna have 2 silver edges coming on through. Nice little D ward there. Immediate smoke up. Smoke breaks. You should know that they're close. Oh, there's somebody in this. Going forward. Echo Slam. They melt down the... Oh, but they get the group again onto the Shadow Fiend. The grave doesn't matter. He's gonna end up going down thanks to that Calling Blade. Now there's Dazzle getting chased out. Slaughter thinking about going back in, but I'm not sure that's the wisest idea, my friend. And Snare gonna hold him into place and just gonna end up going down. Wowzers. Even giving him the tip. Wow.
Dire's top tower is under
Wow, wow, wow. What a game. Yeah,
attack.
this
Radiant's bottom tower is
Wraith
under
King nowhere near. Like, yeah, very interesting, but some really good moves from the boys of Exodia right here. Bravius doing a really good job at always getting those grips off onto this Shadow Fiend, controlling him in the fight. Also positioning himself so he doesn't get caught out. You know, sometimes it's easy to just, you know, press the R button, but positioning yourself so you don't get caught out there, definitely much harder to do. See, this Wraith King, that's enough for the Hyperstone, so it's another 900 more gold and he'll have his Mjolnir.
Radiant
Shadow Fiend is starting to lose traction here in this game. The boys of Exodia have successfully killed the raid boss a few
Radiant's
times.
top tower is under attack.
I'll start to work on the BKB. I'm not sure how much good that BKB is gonna do you. Sure, you're gonna be able to pop the BKB However, Grip still goes through BKB, so I think Linken's would be a much smarter purchase here on the Shadow Fiend, so it doesn't
Radiant's
just
top
get
tower is
gripped
under
up.
attack.
Bane does have a nice way to break those Linkens, has plenty of spells to break those Linkens, so even Linkens doesn't quite solve your issues. Maybe a Lotus Orb on one of the supports would be quite handy. Solar Crests, yeah, that's nice, you know, to try to amplify um, that physical damage and give your friendly hero some evasion. But that's not the issue. The issue is this Shadow Fiend just keeps getting controlled up, just gripped up, and the rest of Exodia are just like, alright, let's just throw the whole kitchen sink onto the Shadow Fiend. Oh, you got your grave? Doesn't matter, we have Axe. We don't care. Now this Naga Siren working towards the heart. Not looking too good for the rating here, not gonna lie to you. And yeah, Naga gonna start doing this Naga thing, so just sends an illusion to a creep wave, and you know you have 3 heroes trying to kill it, and just like they can't. Then after their heart, probably gonna be like a butterfly, and it's like, whoo. Yeah, game's getting pretty hard here for the side of the Radiant. You're gonna need to make some really smart moves, but speaking of smart moves, double. It's okay. I only saw one smoke, guys. I only saw one smoke. It's okay. They're gonna smoke up. Maybe try to work towards this tier 2, and if they can find the Shadow Fiend on top of it, that'll be the icing on the cake. Blink call? I think that was a blind blink call. Good attempt there by Kruik, though. Blink dagger ready. Bite packs. Shadow Fiend is stepping up. Blink enchant totem. There we go. Fisher does block him out. Oh, woo wee. Now close. Now real close. Almost ends up going down, and yeah, they're gonna know they have vision there. Astro step forward. Remnant on point. Crush. Gonna be off the mark. Another Astro step to try to blade away. Woo, that crit him. Blink echo. And now the blink call. There we go with the nightmare. Doesn't matter. You put a grave onto your slaughter. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna buy him a little bit more time to die later on. Wraith King does show up. Pops the BKB. Obvious. Gonna nightmare himself. Just buying himself a little bit more time. Morpheus is flying on through. Second axe will be the next to follow. So the Radiant do manage to bite back. However, it does cost them their Shadow Fiend and the Slaughter. And honestly, I think if you're the side of Exodia, you're honestly quite happy about that trade. Voice Spirit doesn't end up going down. Your Naga survives. Illusions are doing illusion things. So I think you're honestly quite happy about that if you're the side of Exodia. Yeah, gonna start to work on that Linken's here now. The Shadow Fiend, like, man, the Shadow Fiend, like, sure, you know, like I said, you know, the Lincoln, sure, you know, you won't be able to straight up get gripped up. But if you don't have your BKB running, this Bane's just gonna be able to break your Lincolns and then grip you right after the fact. So I definitely think a Lotus over one of the supports would be the smarter pickup. Oh, the Snapfire trying to push out the waves. It's gonna get caught out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No school like the old school, indeed, my friend. Oh, gonna use the Fusil Blade onto the Dazzle Fisher. Gonna lock him down in place. Doesn't even manage to get the Grave off. And now they get the Ether Remnant onto the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's gonna end up beating himself as well. Pops the BKB. Requiem. Gonna get a nice little fear off. Try to back away. Gonna use the Shadow Blade. So he's gonna be able to make it away, but the Slaughter will be the sacrificial. No way. The Fisher able to find out the Shadow Fiend. Just feeding one by one. You know, first it was like the Snapfire, then the Dazzle, and then the Slaughter, and then the Shadow Fiend. One by one, they all start falling like dominoes. And now the boys of Exodia up into the high ground. Wraith King showing his face to try to defend this, but I'm not sure that's a smart idea. They're gonna get the Reincarnate off. Kruik might be in a little bit of trouble. Mortis is flying on through. Wraith King does end up going down the second time. Buyback does come on through. They use the glyphs, so they actually get the kill onto Pex here. The boys of Exodia, they're not going anywhere. Maybe they are now. They're gonna back away. They've had enough. They're just gonna back out. Force a buyback onto the Wraith King. It's a good day's work. not sure how long ago Internet actually picked up this Aghanim Scepter, but this is oh, literally just now. I think literally just picked it up now. This is a pretty big item right here, like especially at trying to jump those backline supports. That silence from the Resonant Pulse, definitely very deadly, especially for these supports. I have a Glimmer, but this Snapfire doesn't have anything to try to back away, and player, absolute player, picking up the Lotus Orb, definitely a very smart pickup here. Not sure how fast he's gonna be able to farm this, if it's gonna be in time. Already making good progress, that's 1800 gold, so I will have it next probably 5 minutes or so. If he farms furiously, if he does farm furiously, but if he's just chilling, you know, and ends up dying here and there, then it take a little bit longer than that. Voice Spirit. Working on that E-Blade, I like that pickup. Should I amplify that damage, but not only that, also the disarm. You know, can save one of your teammates that's getting right clicked by the Shadow Fiend, or you know, you're trying to go into the Shadow Fiend and he's right clicking away, just E-Blade him, can right click, amplify that magic damage, just great item overall against heavy right clickers. Tassel with the Invis Rune, thinking about stepping up to this high ground, needs to be a little bit careful. There is an off sentry combo right here, so I know exactly what's going on right here. I'd also like to give props, like, you know, it's hold that thought. Ether Remnant does connect on through into the Shadow Fiend. They're just gonna. It does cost Pex his life. I do believe you're quite happy about that. Oof, Nightmare. Buying time for Intronaut here to be able to get the Assimilate away. Crew jumping right back in. Trying to go for something. Nightmare. And the Grip. Onto this Wraith King. They're going to be able to secure the kill. Now, the new raid boss has arrived. Bravius. A little bit of trouble. Gets the Nightmare onto the Slardar. Try to hold him back. Oh no! Who actually clicked on the Slardar there. Transferring the Nightmare, but good transferring the Nightmare with the illusion there. Intronaut comes right back in to clean house, and man, a little bit of a misclick right there, but doesn't really matter. This raid boss definitely seems very unkillable, and now the boys of Exodia gonna move up to the higher ground, probably claim up these racks, honestly. Even if the Shadow Fiend is back, I'm not sure how much he's gonna be able to do by himself. So this definitely looks like a side of racks.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under
I wanted to give props to Bravius for actually, like, dude, his sentry game and, like, you know, his overall his ward game. Oh, Lulu thinking about going in. He knows that there's little teammates around and it's there. Whoo, man. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. So they want to go for a second side here.
Radiant's
I have Echo back in 23.
Radiant's middle
Slardar trying to go into Bravius here. I get the Corrosive Haze, so they do manage to get the kill there. Oh, actually walks into the Ethan Remnant. There we go. Call. Where's the Calling Blade? Oh, Shadow Blade. Section? Ah, they get the Calling Blade off. Buyback from Bravius. Shadow Fiend popping the BKB. Just to back away. Nice little D word there. So they get two sides and they don't lose very much. They only lose packs. Bravius was forced to buy back. I think you're gonna be quite happy about that trade regardless. And yeah, I just wanted to give props. Bravius, like, he's been on point with this ward game. It's very hard to play against multiple Shadow Blades. I do believe they actually bought a gem, and that's why it's here on the enemy fountain, because I actually lost it. However, I still want to give props to Bravius. Like, his board game's actually been on point. They've actually, I have not seen a single dust, and they've been able to have vision of these Invis heroes throughout the whole time. He's popping the BKB for us to run away. Whew, that right click. Cookie. Not quite stunning him up. Fisher There we go. There's the grip onto the Shadow Fiend. Nagasarian just focusing down, waiting for the grave to come to an end. Comes to an end. They get the kill onto him. Now Nagasarian trying to switch targets. Start to going on the Wraith King. Wraith King does have the shard. Doesn't get all his mana burnt up. Now that's gonna be the reincarnate. Intronaut onto the back lines, doing Void Spirit things. Kiss is actually hitting on through onto him. Wraith King trying to focus on Bravius. Knows that he already bought back, but this Wraith King gonna end up going down. Actually, Bravius does end up going down. Not entirely sure what it was that actually killed him. Might have been the might actually been the skeletons there. Not entirely sure. However, Wraith King down for 86 seconds. No buyback. Shadow Fiend does have his buyback. However, not sure if he's gonna use it. Oh, Ether Remnant also connecting on through it. I think he has a talent. Ether Remnant provides True Sight, right? Yeah, nope, actually it doesn't. So I'm actually quite confused as to how they managed to see him. Regardless, this is gonna be mega creeps, and they could honestly just go for tier 4s. Yeah, they're just gonna go for tier 4s there. Yeah, just GG. Wow, what a what a game. That was yeah, that really was quite something. Astral step forward with the Remnant, trying to catch out this Dazzle. Game's coming to an end though. Requiem. Nice blink call there, actually coming right when the Requiem was ending. Quick, trying to find this Shadow Fiend, but this Shadow Fiend still does a decent amount of damage. Ooh, actually, that Shadow Fiend almost going up, going down there. But Ancient is destroyed. Game is over. Wow, what a game! That was that was wild. And dude, honestly, props to Exodia. They actually played their minds. They like that was a wild outplay, dude. Oof. That's yeah, that was like a good 8K net worth lead that the Radiant had there that just threw away. Like, dude, like thoroughly impressed by the movements of Exodia this game. Like, just wildly outmaneuvering the Radiant squad here. And dude, like Bravius, really like props to him because whenever you're playing from behind and then the enemies start getting these shadow blades, which make it very easy to get these solo pickoffs. Like for example, when the boys of Exodia were pushing the tier 1 at bottom very early on when they're still behind, and the Shadow Fiend just reveals his Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade's in, Requiems on top of Intronaut feared up, pretty much can't do anything, just gets right clicked away, ends up going down. It's very easy to get like when you have Shadow Blades to get pickoffs like that. However, Bravius made it very hard for this Slaughter and Shadow Fiend to actually get those pickoffs off just because of the ward game was so on point, and also their movement, playing close together and not really splitting apart. Like the only one that was really splitting apart was the Nagasari, and it was just like the illusions. The actual hero itself was in some safe space, some safe spots, and also like dude, making so much space for Lubu to actually farm back up and catch back up and farm. Let's see, yeah, like Lubu coming out of the laning phase wasn't doing too hot. Wasn't doing too hot. Was keeping about even, not even with the Slaughter, like a little bit behind the Slaughter, which is definitely not what you want to be seeing. But overall, Boys like Exodia made some really good space, and also like props to Lubu. He didn't do so good in the laning phase, but I like to give him congratulations on his micro game. Micro these illusions very well, pushing out the side lanes, farming out the enemy jungle, like doing all the things right to maximize his farm and, take as little time as possible to catch back up. Dude, overall, this was a sick ass game. This is a sick game. Yeah. Thank you for sending it. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the channel any way you can with us liking the video, subscribing, sharing with your friends, whoever it is, grandma, your girlfriend, unborn child, doesn't really matter. Obvious of you. However, if you're not bothered, then me and Frag watch this video. It's going on for me. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Peace out.